Hi guys, welcome to the Chroma side of YouTube. I know I'm a bit late for this because it's October 1st, but I haven't seen a pouring challenge since August. And the pouring challenge that they issued is called hashtag August pouring challenge. And I'm going to attempt it. Now, the challenge is to pour on a 3D object. It is high top canvas shoes. I'm doing this for two reasons: the pour challenge, and also I am going to be Luna Lovegood for Halloween, and she has brightly colored Chuck Taylors, and instead of paying $80 for Chuck Taylors, I decided I would buy cheap knockoffs for bright colors on it. These originally cost $22.99 and I got them for $16.08 from Target, if you were wondering. Now, the challenge is you have to pour on a 3D object, and you have to use your most favorite color in the entire world and your least favorite color in the entire world. You're also allowed to use other colors as buffers in these. Now, my favorite color is blue. I like every single shade of blue possible, so I'm going to choose from my blues. My least favorite color is gray, so I need to choose a gray color. I don't like gray for a couple of reasons. It is really known for muddying up pours. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this challenge. First, I'm going to paint a layer of gesso onto the canvas shoes because I don't know if these shoes have a sealer or a finish on them because they are white and I did buy them ready to wear in a store. The way I prepared my shoes are I put painter's tape around the rubber because I would like for that to stay white, and I also taped the tongue up by putting a piece of tape on the inside of the shoe here. Then I took my baker's paper that I use for keeping my skin separate, and I stuffed the toe. Then I made a cylinder out of it and stuffed it down in there and kind of molded it to the shoe and then stuffed the paper down in there. And the reasoning for that is, number one, I'm hoping that the paint won't drip down into the shoe and ruin the inside of the shoe, which if it does, it doesn't really matter because you have to wear socks with these things anyway. Also, I want it to be a firm, these shoes are quite floppy, so I needed the shoe to actually stand up and be a somewhat smooth surface to pour on. So I'm going to actually step away from the video right now, turn it off, and get these bad boys gessoed. Can't wait to get this started. So guys, I am working on my mixes. This is actually the day before. I did get my shoes all gessoed up. And what I am doing is I'm mixing up my colors, and I really wanted to do it the day before. I did not add silicone to any of these yet, but I did it the day before because I want the paints to rest after you mix it. I don't know if you guys can see in the cup, but do you see all the air bubbles in there? I want the air bubbles to go away because I really don't want to have pinholes on my shoes. Pinholes is basically where you have a painting and there's air bubbles in there and they pop as they're drying and it leaves a big hole, and well, not a big, a teeny tiny little pinprick of a hole on your painting. And sometimes the effect is pretty, but sometimes you just don't want it, and I just don't want it. So I've mixed up my colors. I have used a different ratio. Usually I do half and half Floetrol and paint. But this time I did 2 parts paint, 1 part Floetrol, water to consistency. Because I wanted the paint to be a bit thicker than what I normally pour with because it's got to stay on a vertical surface. So my paint colors are Aqua Green, Artist Loft, I have an Extreme Glitter Holographic Glitter Superior Coverage by Folk Art that I got at Walmart. Master's Touch Phthalo Cayenne Blue. I have no idea how to say it. Sorry, guys. This Pretty Dark Blue by Master's Touch. If you know how to say it, let's see if I can get the camera to focus on there. If you can read that, let me know how to say it. Anyway, this Pretty Dark Blue, Fluorescent Green by Dollar & Ronnie, Cerulean Blue Hue, Dollar & Ronnie, Apple Barrel White, and Artist Loft Gray. Now, my two favorite colors are blue. Well, my all-time favorite color is blue. Now, I couldn't decide which blue I liked the best, so naturally I thought I'll pick all of my favorite blues. I really love the dark blue. This aqua greenish, it says aqua green, but to me it's light blue. And this blue. I loved these three colors. They're my favoriteest colors in the world, and they're even better put together. My least favorite color is gray. So, what did I add to go with it? A glittery white, because glitter makes everything better. I don't know if you can, let's see if I can get it to focus and show the holographic shine. Anyway, it's got holographic glitter, but it's really fine. So I'm kind of hoping it gives a shimmer to all the colors. And then I added a fluorescent green for a little bit of a pop, and I wanted something that would look good with blue but would pop. And of course, plain white. I think that all these colors will work together. I don't know how the gray is going to work out. Like I said, it's not one of my favorite, but it's part of the challenge. The challenge, to recap, was to pour on a 3D object with your favorite color and your least favorite color, and you could add colors in to your pour. Anyway, all of my paints are mixed up. I will be covering them and actually going to bed now because I don't know, I don't want any bubbles in them. I'm going to cover them and go to bed and then pour on my shoes tomorrow. But I'm glad I got all my colors mixed. I did get a lot of this gray mix, so I might put that in a little cup with a lid on it and save it for later because that's a lot of gray. Anyway, have a good night, you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. Welcome back. Well, welcome back for me. You guys have been here the whole time. Anyway, it's the morning time. I have my colors. I think I found a way to show you guys that holographic glitter. See that? So this paint that I chose, this second white with the holographic glitter in it, dries completely transparent, and it's gonna hopefully look really great on my shoes. This is how I store them, with the bags and the rubber band. And what I did earlier, or before I started filming, was I actually took all my cups and combined them into one cup because I was like, dude, I'm shuffling way too many cups. So I'm just combining all of the paint into one cup, and then I'll just go ahead and do 2 dirty pours, and as I'm pouring, separate the cups. And I am not going to pour all of my paint into one cup at a time, or okay, I'm going to layer my paints, but I'm not going to pour the whole cup of paint into the cup at a time. I'm going to layer them So I have my 2 larger cups that I'm going to do. I'm actually going to start with the white. The white is actually, all of my paints are mixed way thicker than I usually do. Because I don't want all of the paint to just slush off of the shoe. I am going to add 1 drop of silicone in all of my colors. Now I am using the 3-in-1. I know I just said 1, but 2 dropped in the first one, so I'm going to go with 2. And that's it. And I'm just going to lightly mix all that in. I have a lot of paint mixed up because I have no idea how much paint is actually going to take to pour onto these shoes. I know I have to have enough for both shoes, so obviously I have a lot of paint mixed. Okay, I'm going to start with the white. Can you guys see me? Yes. Okay. Start with the white, and I'm going to pour in both cups each time. Now, it is still flow consistency, but it is much thicker. I think I'm going to go with the... I'm gonna go with some of this white. I'll go with the transparent white. Now that that's in there, let's do a little bit of green. This is a dirty pour, so I don't really care if it mixes. Go with dark blue. And let's go with this. Gray. Let's go with the holographic. Let's go with green. Let's go with dark blue. Let's go with this blue. Okay, all that guy's used up. Take him out of the rotation. I think I might go ahead and use the rest of this guy up. Take him out of the rotation. My bad. getting a full cup, which is good. Luna Lovegood, her shoes are really bright, so I'm trying to use the brighter colors. Even though I love, love, love the darker pour. My sister-in-law hates the fact that I love dark pours, but it is what it is. End with a little bit of that holographic glitter. Perfect. There. Well, this one needs a little more paint in it, so I guess I'll go with this white. There we go. Alright. So I did have gray left over. I did have white left over. But I used most of the, well, mostly blues. I'm actually getting ready for a expo that I am in, and I'm really super excited to giving it a light stir. My very first expo, I'm pretty excited. It's kind of like my debut around here. I live in Georgia. The expo is called Creative Mill, and it's going to be awesome. So, without further ado, here goes nothing. I think I'm going to go ahead and just try and pour along the top edges and let it flow down and touch up where I need. Now, I have 1 cup ready to go. This is going to be interesting. Trying to figure out how I want to go about doing this. Alright, so here goes nothing. Let gravity do its thing. The gray did make it a little bit muddy right there. But I can fix it, I think. So what I'm doing now is just making sure it's covered. I am getting a little bit of cell action, which makes me extremely happy. I want to re-pour right here because I want a lot of bright colors, like right on the front. All right. Yeah, okay. Now, I'm going to move this guy because I have a feeling I'm going to spill him. And I am going to torch. And see what happens. I'm going to have to take you guys down to show you exactly what this looks like. I am running out of juice in my torch, so I'm going to go ahead and refill that. Done. Takes 2 seconds to do. There we go. I'm sad I'm going to lose this for the shoe because I have that taped off. I kind of wish I could tilt it back and keep some of that cell action because it's beautiful. Every single bit of it's going to get lost though. I'm trying to tilt it back, stretch some of those cells back onto the shoe. I think that worked. Okay. So that guy is done, and of course it's still going to move after I'm done pouring because gravity. But overall, I'm loving the look. Now let's do this one. I have an Expo knife, so I'm thinking because of how thick this paint is, I'm going to just do an Expo knife around the edges just to remove the tape. So that's all done. Let's go ahead and get the other one going. Figured why not? Let's just go ahead and pour it all on the front. Go ahead and get that done. Turns out this is way too much paint, but that's okay because I've got some canvas back here that I can go ahead and whip up and have a nice little painting. So my shoe is covered. The first one had a lot more white in it. But, you know, that's the beauty of this type of painting, is that nothing looks the same. I kind of knew that going into this project, that nothing looks the same, which I love about this, you know, there's a little bit, this one needs a little bit of paint right here on this corner. There. Oh. Right there too. Hot dog. You know what? I'm going to use this one because there's a little bit more white in this cup. And like I said, there's a little bit more white on the other shoe. So I do kind of want them to match. Yes. Okay. I actually like this side better now, because of all the white and stuff. Kind of hope this works out, you guys. I really want to wear these for Halloween, you guys. Who knows, I might end up wearing them a lot more often. Right now I'm just letting some of this paint move and run off. I'm trying to set it out of the runoff just because. Alright, let me wipe my hands and I will get you guys down, take a look at these shoes. I mean, they're actually pretty cool. Here is one shoe. They are really, 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 really messy. So I'm going to try to move them around. Because love that part of the heel right there. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This is my favorite part on this one, where that white just straight down. It's really awesome. I'm going to turn him around, show you the other side. Very cute, very cute. I'm super excited. This is the back of this one and I really love it. The green and the blue. And then this is the back of this one. I love the white where it just goes straight down. Well, there is that. I can't wait to show you guys when they're dry. Have a good afternoon, y'all. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. So I'm back, and it's about an hour after I've poured my shoes. And this is what they look like so far. I am falling in love every time I look at these bad boys. I'm going to turn you to the side. I'm not going to touch them because I don't want to mess with, I don't want to mess with their placement. I currently have them sitting on an old canvas that I painted and hated. So now I use it for my flip cups and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if you can see the inside on the details. I'll turn it this way and go through here. So to me, they're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty cool. Let's see if I can turn them. Hear the dogs barking. They're really big dogs. Anyway, guys, so this is my 3D pour. I think it came out pretty doggone good. So when you play around in your paint and you don't wear gloves, this is what I like to use to remove the paint from my hands. I'm going to get it up closer. It's 100% pure olive oil hand soap. It is completely holistic. It has absolutely no crazy ingredients. You can tell I use it all the time to get my paint off of my hands because it too is covered in paint. The ingredients. Where are they? Oh, right there. Let's see if you guys can read that. Let me focus. Okay. It is distilled water, olive oil, potassium, hydrate, and lavender fragrance oil. That is all that's in this. But it is so good to remove paint off the hands because it is an oil base. And as you guys know, Liquitex, not Liquitex, look at that, comes right off. Guys, this stuff is amazing. It is a US made product. I'm really super excited about it. Anyway, just thought I'd share because that was one of the trending things on one of the pouring sites I'm on, was how do you get the paint off of your hands without killing your skin. This is how I do it. It nourishes my skin and it also makes me feel extremely soft and girly. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. Adele Purist Possibles, you can go on there and order from the website. It'd be awesome. Anyway, thank y'all for stopping by and checking out my tutorial. I hope these shoes do turn out really cool. I thought it would be a good idea to do this because, well, because they're canvas. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you, my shoes. They are mostly dry and almost completely done. Now I am going to show you something. The bottom is still wet, so I have to be very careful when I show you this. This is still kind of wet. I really don't want to handle it that much. I don't know if you guys can see the shimmer of that holographic glitter in the paint, but it does have a shimmer in places, which I find is very attractive, like this dark green right here. Let's see if you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see. I did get cells on these shoes, which I'm really happy. And as you can see, because I poured my paint a little thicker than normal, it did stay just as it was when I was done painting. You guys can see some of that holographic glitter glittering in there. It is wet in spots still. Let's pick up the other one and show you. The bottom is still wet. See that holographic glitter in there? That's what the side looks like. The back did get some cells in here. Let's see if you guys can see. I actually, you know what I did, you guys? I brought my phone over so I could shine the flashlight on there and show you the holographic glitter, and also see some dark cells in there. The gray and the green made some really cool looking cells. There's cells on the front here. So there's cells in some spots, and then it's just like poured in the others. Overall, I would have to say that I'm very, 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 very extremely pleased with the outcome of these shoes. Now, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to leave them sitting upright like this until about 9 o'clock tonight, just to be sure on the safe side. And then I'm going to turn them over on their sides and let the bottoms dry completely. I probably won't get around to sealing these until next week. Also, some of the paint did leak onto my white areas. That's not a really big problem because rubbing alcohol will get the paint off just fine. I was using it actually earlier on Q-tips and removing some of the spots because I didn't want clumps. I just wanted to be able to wipe them off. So I'll use rubbing alcohol probably next weekend before I varnish them, because I am going to do a spray-on varnish to make sure that they are, in fact, dry. Also, tonight, when I should probably do that now. I'm going to go ahead and remove this paper because I want to be able to move the tongue down and let the little bits inside on the tongue side dry. And as you can see, because of the paper that I used, can you see down in there? Yeah. There's not a lot of paint in there. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to leave the paint, see? Okay. Be very careful when I pull this one out. That was the toe. Now I can now that this part is dried, I can kind of squishy it like this. And let the inside right here of this tongue dry. Like I said, overall, I'm not upset about this. These turned out really cool. And when I lace them up, I don't know how exactly my plan to lace them is. Make sure that I got it all out there. See, this one had a little bit more paint on the tongue area than the other one. So I really do want that to dry. Now, what I was saying was, it really just depends on when I lace them up, how the paint moves with the shoe, as to how much I actually wear these shoes. My fear is when I go ahead and lace them up, the paint's gonna crack. But, you know, like I said, when I wear them, I'll be wearing them for a Halloween costume. So if it does crack, I'm not going to be overly upset because I actually painted them for a Halloween costume. But if it doesn't crack, I'll definitely be wearing these shoes out and about and be like, yeah, I did this, what? Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys the finished results and what they looked like. I'm not too worried about the paint being on the inside of the rim right here because, like I said, when they're laced up, you're not gonna be able to see inside them. So, like I said, I'm so happy, I'm so excited. I thought about going back and doing drawing the Converse star on there, and then I thought, nah, I like them better like this. So it was good to try this. I'm super excited. Hit the thumbs up for awesome new videos. Hit the bell to be notified when they get posted, and subscribe to my channel because I'm really super excited. I also wanted to let you guys know that because of this pour, I am actually thinking of a series to do, and I'm thinking about calling it No Canvas, No Problem. And what I'll end up doing is pour on many different surfaces or items. I have quite a few wooden items that I want to pour on. And I really want to see you guys go with me on this journey. So it was really good to pour with you guys. I'm super excited. Thank y'all for stopping by. Have a wonderful afternoon, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed what you just watched, please hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up for a like, and hit the bell. That'll give you notifications when I post new videos. I really enjoyed painting today, and I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you get inspired to do all types of things. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, y'all.